All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to a round of your favorite beverage late in the day questions and answers. And let's talk about something different today. You saw me in the past videos with the wood lathe and how much fun it can be. Like I have got this project going right now. Nice little vase, I'll make a lid for it. I'll give you some pictures, later on probably in another video. But somebody made the remark in the forum, what kind of a face shield do you use at home, or do you? And I wear safety glasses constantly when I'm out here in the shop. And I think everybody does. But they said, well, Harbor Freight's got an inexpensive, face shield. And what do you think about wearing that? And I said, I thought about it, and we were out at the club today, and we went out to Harbor Freight, and I decided to play around with it. And there's some flaws or some downsides to it that I would steer away from it. But I wanted to check it out firsthand, even after reading reviews and stuff like that. And I'm going to show you what the review says, and then I'm going to tell you what I believe to be the truth about them and what I noticed when I was out there. Now, there's another one that Amazon sells. It's Bionic. It's made by Uvex, and it's not that expensive. And this is what it looks like right here. And I'm going to put up the ad for you, and I'm going to show it to you when we get inside. This I've really enjoyed having, okay, but you have to take care of it because, of course, it can scratch easy if you're dropping it and throwing it around and stuff. But I mean, I take care of it, blow it off, keep it clean. I'll explain all that to you inside. This could be a better choice for you over the Harbor Freight one, and I would tell you to consider this. And I always wear my goggles, and then I put this on over the top of it, especially when I'm wood turning and stuff. That way, if anything flies up, it's not going to hit your face. Your goggles will protect your eyes. And actually, most manufacturers are going to recommend that you wear goggles under the face shield. It's kind of that additional liability thing that they don't want to get in trouble for, so it acts, I think in terms of liability, they always suggest, you wear a pair of goggles under the face shield. But I do that when I'm wood turning because you have things that can fly up at you at a very high rate of speed. Grinding and stuff like that, I also use it. And I don't use it on every single thing that I'm doing in the shop, but for the most part, I really enjoy this one. It has a good mechanism on it. Let's switch inside. Let me show you the advertisements. I'll do questions and answers right now for you on both. All right, everybody, so let's start off by saying, well, it's $14.99, and with 20% discount, if you're getting it, it'll be about $12. And so is it worth it? I would still tell you, let's reconsider. And so some of the reasons why. I mean, the first thing is it picks up a lot of static electricity, very easily. I even noticed that after, we all met out at Harbor Freight and we took a closer look at them, and it collects dust, like a magnet. Now, that's what one of the guys told me that actually owns it at the club, and it's still working okay for him, but the flaws that I mentioned, like, these screws that are on the side, they're very soft plastic, and if you have to tighten them up pretty damn good, to get this thing to stay, and if you do it just a little too much, well, then it ends up stripping them out, and because of the over tightening. It is just a very cheap, inexpensive, face shield. I figured it had enough things that I didn't like about it. It's hard plastic. You can feel it like on the back of your head. The screw mechanisms, like I said, they're easy to strip out. It's just a very cheap kind of face shield. But for $12, and if it's something that you think you're only going to use a handful of times, I suppose you could go ahead and buy it. But I had decided against it. Now, out at the club, like I said, they also bought, the Bionic one from Uvex. I'm going to switch over. Let's talk about that and why it's going to cost you more. Yes, but it's a much better shield, and it's going to last you in terms of longevity one hell of a lot longer than, the inexpensive one from Harbor Freight. So, well, actually, before I switch the ad, I wanted to show you something. We all know that there are companies that write reviews for other companies. Now, they gave this face shield a 98% rating. And that's just not, it's just not the case. There is no way. If you took a look at the things that I'm telling you about how it picks up sawdust and things like that, if you're using it in the shop and it scratches easy and you can over tighten and stuff, I don't know how they came up with these super high 4- and 5-star ratings on this particular product. I would tell you no. I give this like a thumbs down, and I'm just telling you, add money to it. Go for the Uvex that we're going to talk about now. Here we go. All right, so this is the Uvex, the Bionic face shield. That's the one that I showed you that I use out in the shop. I think it's fantastic. There's a lot of good reasons. And actually, if you take a look, it's on sale right now for $24.93. And so we'll talk about the question and answer part of this and a couple of the quirks. So take a quick look here between the forum and the notes that I made from out at the club, because I now, like I said, I own this, and there's several members out at the club that own it, and especially now that it's on sale, they're purchasing it. Somebody said, how much does it weigh? Well, in the description, it's telling you it's 12.5 ounces, which is 1.3 pounds. I think it's fairly lightweight and it's comfortable. Now, other people, may disagree, that own this, but at least you can, you feel this and you feel that there's some quality to this when it was made. Is it comfortable? Yeah, it has a nice, and I'll show you a picture here. I'll flip through some slides. On the back side of this, it's got a nice foam pad for the back of your head. So it's very comfortable. The headgear itself, let me show you a couple of pictures, because it does have the ratcheting headgear, and the visor is a tilt visor. And I think they both come in, real handy depending on what you're doing. I wear this a lot for lathe turning with, a set of goggles under it, which I would always encourage people to do. Along with some kind of dust mask. I know you look like Darth Vader by then, but, those are all good safety precautions that you should practice. All right, well, going back to the Harbor Freight one for a minute, you can't get replacement face shields. I asked them when I was out there, and even the associates had no idea where you would get replacement shields. Now, you can get replacement shields very easily right off Amazon for the Uvex. Yeah, there's a word of caution here. Now, this, when you take, people will go, oh, I got it and it was blue, or I got it and this and that. And okay, it doesn't say real clearly when you get this. There's a blue protective film that's on the outside of this. You have to take that film off. And on the inside of this, it's an opaque kind of film. I don't want to, make it sound like, there's a bunch of dumb people out there, but it's real evident to you when you look at the mask and you put it on. You can't go, oh, they sent me a messed up one because it's got blue tint to it. Or then you realize you take the blue tint off and I can't see through it. It's all cloudy and foggy. Well, you didn't take the opaque off one on the inside. So make sure you take the film off on both sides, and then you have an incredibly crystal clear face shield. Now, the big complaint is people will take a shop towel and scrub this with Windex or something and wipe it all off, and then wonder in a very short time why they've scratched the hell out of it. Okay, you can get replacement shields, lesson learned. If I were you, I would use like a microfiber cloth. I would blow it off first if you have a blowgun or something. Use a microfiber cloth. Yeah, unfortunately with these, if you have a high usage, you can end up scratching these relatively easy. Now, I've got some real light scratches on mine. I've had it 8 months plus now, and I'm still using it on the wood lathe, but I take care of it. I don't just throw it around like you might some other pair of goggles or a shield. So a little bit of care in this, that crystal clear, face shield will last you a long time. That's what I'm trying to say. And there's a comment, yeah, but it's costing you twice what the Harbor Freight one is. Well, look, if you want quality, clarity, and good coverage all the way around where you really feel like you have a sturdy face shield, you're going to pay a little bit more for it. And I don't know what to tell you on that. I think it's a great value for what it is, especially at the marked down price if you need something like this out in your shop or as a hobby. Another comment, hey, look, I can just get by with goggles without spending, the money. You can, but it depends on how active you are, what you're doing, and what you're using. Now, there's another way, and I'll explain to you, why I'm looking at it that way. In my shop, I have a wood lathe, I've got a table saw, I have a drill press, I have a miter saw, I've got angle grinders, on and on. Your goggles are going to protect your eyes fairly well if you have a good pair of goggles, but what I like about the face shield is the first time that something flies up at you, like I had something come off on a table saw blade and it hit like the side and ricocheted off. Otherwise, it would have hit your face. Now, the same thing like on the wood lathe, you got lots of wood chips that are flying up. And it's nice not to have all that hitting your face. You don't want any big chips, of course, because, you know, even though you're wearing the goggles, you know, you can still get hurt by things hitting you in the face. So this face shield protects it. It's got incredible clarity, and I'm just glad that I have it all the way around. And like I said, at least it's at a discounted price right now. You know, on the side, you know, somebody asked how it worked. Well, and on the back, okay, like I said, it's like a ratcheting kind of mechanism on the knob. I mean, you just push in and you just turn it and adjusts it. And it has like several hundred positions or whatever. So, I mean, you're going to find one, I mean, that's comfortable for you. So what are the pluses on owning this that I think? I mean, well, it's got great optics. That polycarbonate is very strong. You can get replacement, you know, visors, I mean, when you want them. And, you know, even a replacement sweatband if you wanted to order it, you know, off of, you know, the website here. And if you take a look, it says brand Uvex by Honeywell. It's a US made product also that you're buying, and it's anti-fog. And so does it really work? Yeah, it does. You know, I was surprised because you can breathe heavy into this and it's not fogging up, or I didn't find that, I mean, to be an issue. I also like that the visor flips up, and with a simple, you know, tug, it comes down easy. Like I said, I mean, use a microfiber cloth, I mean, on it. I mean, that's what I would tell you to do, but I would say all the way around, you would really enjoy having this, and if you took care of it, the clarity is incredible, and it protects your face. So those are my thoughts on this. I mean, like I said, if you just want something that's kind of a throwaway, and you're not going to get replacement shields, you might look to the Harbor Freight, you know, for the $12, otherwise double it. Get yourself a damn good one that will actually outlast, I mean, everything all the way around if you take care of it. Like I said, 8 months. And even though mine, when I bought it, I bought an additional, you know, optic shield for it, just in case I knew that it could scratch easy. If I scratched it up too bad or it got annoying, I would have that backup replacement. You could do that too. They're not that expensive. And all the way around, I think this is a damn good product. Okay. I'm the Home Handyman. I hope you click subscribe. I hope you keep following me. If you know of a better deal out there on a face shield, put it in the comment below. If you own one, let me know what your thoughts are, and you can put it in the comment below. But, you know, for like a home hobby kind of a shop like I got, or even probably, you know, if you're in some kind of, whether it's automotive industry or, you know, in some fabrication shop, you might want to consider getting this because it's actually a really nice thing to have. All right, folks, I will see you on the next video or the next how-to or the next product review. I hope you have a great day. Click subscribe, give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you like the videos. I'll keep making them. All right, I'll see you again soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.